from Nigeria.
Oh, sorry.
From Nigeria.
Nigeria. Awesome. Amazing. Well, it's a pleasure meeting both of you guys. We'd love to know more about you two.
Okay, you want to go first? You want me to go first? Yeah, my thanks for meeting with us. We do appreciate it. I've known Malu for a long time. We did a few projects together in the past, where at the beginning he was my sponsor, and after that I became his sponsor, and I became his sponsor again, and now he's gonna be my sponsor now, right? It's exciting times. Very, very nice guy. I pay attention when Malu show me anything. And so recently he showed me Olylife, and I asked him who were because before we launch anything, I and my wife Victoria, we launch opportunities together. I have adult kids. They all get involved in whatever we are doing. So I like to connect with. I trust Marlo is very competent, very hardworking. But most times I like to connect with the leadership of the project, right? I like to connect just to get to have a feel of the
top leadership, right?
And he said, Tron and Van, Tron and Van.
2-1, yeah, 2-1. Yeah.
And it looks like, because I did a little research of mine on YouTube, so I got to know a little bit about Tron, Van, and stuff, right? Now, my background is in the insurance industry. I sold life insurance for 26 years. And over the years, I always got involved in passive opportunities with build teams, and you know what happens with that, right? Something comes up, and we build teams, and but we're always looking. We don't we take our time, but Olylife looks very different compared to anything we've ever been involved in the past, right? Yeah. So I'll let my wife introduce himself, and then we just okay.
Lady V, that's Lady V.
Thanks, Malu. Thank you, Tuan. Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
Tuan,
perfect.
Tuan.
Yes.
So, pleasure to meet you guys. Like Malu knows me as Lady V, but my name is Victoria. But most times when we are doing our team buildings and in the community, they know me as Lady V everywhere. What I do, we are Christians, by the way. So even apart from our mission and vision has always been, we want to impact families in not just providing that spiritual balance and support that they need, but we also want to be able to touch their lives financially, that give them financial relief, wellness relief. We've been in we've done some network marketing, like product based. We were listening to one of your calls, and I heard Van talk about you guys have done a lot of wellness products and all of that. We too, we've done that in the past.
Yeah.
Because this is the next best thing, and we want to share it with our community and all of that. But at the end of it all, it's all about touching people's lives, impacting people's lives, sharing something good with the community. Like I always say, if I find something good, I want to share it. Why not share it? Like if you set the money, you yourself will never go hungry, right? But I also work in I'm a professional. I'm a biochemist. I work in corporate America. I work for a pharmaceutical company. Been with the same company now for over 20 years. But I've been in the pharmaceutical industry for over 26 years as well. Like we both started our career at the same time. Got married, started our careers at the same time. So yeah, so I know a lot about, and I'm in the quality side of pharmaceuticals. So like in Canada, I am part of the process registering drugs and making sure they are suitable for the market, for the population and all of that. But at the end of the day, we all know that if you can find something good, something that is long lasting, I know people's feel about what the pharmaceutical industry is. Due to conflict of interest, I'll keep my opinions to myself, but I think I share most of that belief as well, because they are there to make money, right? So there is always one more drug and the next drug and the next drug. But at the end of the day, you want to have something that can optimize your health rather than reacting a reactive solution that is always what is wrong with you, and then they give you a drug. So when Kevin shared, said, oh, something for Marlo, like just like you, Van, I have given up on anything to do with product-based business. I'm like, never again, never again, never again, never again. I don't want to be any part of product-based. I always tell him. But so he said, for Marlo, I'm like, what? No, I don't want to even look at it. But it's like, no, just look at the product. I just want you to give me some evaluation. What do you think about the science behind it and all of that? So of course, he knew that would pique my interest if it goes that route. So I looked at it and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Yeah, this makes sense. And for me, it's not just about what can the product do, but how is it tested? So I wanted to quickly poke at it from that angle and tell him, okay, they are not registered. Are they claiming approval from FDA when they don't have one and all of that? But I saw that they really check their balances. They are using the right terminology. Never once they say medical device, which I've seen a lot of devices use that word. They will just jump from one term to the other, not knowing that it's very different. The moment you base, even your terminologies can make you make that means you are making some label claim which you shouldn't be making. But I see here that they've really dotted their I's. I look at the laboratory testing. I was like, okay, let me see. Are they testing their own product? But oh my goodness, they are using third-party testing, and I know those labs as well. Some of those labs, and I'm like, wow, these are really high-tech labs for a awareness product to be using. So they really want to, they really are confident of their product. I have not even seen the product yet. I know he has gone to Marlo's and has experienced some of it, and he told me how he felt, but I have not physically seen the product yet. But I'm just talking on the science and what I read, and based on the information I have and also my background, and I can see that they are really walking the fine line. And so I'm really excited to see what this could be, you know. All right.
Yeah. We can tell you guys are excited.
Yes.
And we are very happy to have you guys here. Obviously, Tuan and I have tremendous respect for Marlo. He's doing incredible and leading a very strong organization. So we're definitely excited. I mean, for us personally, I mean, all the fancy stuff, you know, that's a part of the industry. But Tuan and I truly, you guys watched our videos and you know our story already. At the end of the day, we fought it, but what we couldn't fight against was the constant testimonials that were coming in from people that were buying the devices or sharing the devices with their friends. There was a news story that just popped up last night. It got uploaded to the Telegram channel, but this poor lady, she suffered from a lot of aches, especially to the bottom of her feet. She has plantar fasciitis, and she said she's been suffering for the last 20 years. And she used a 20-minute session on the feet device, and that did it for her. Not everybody gets a first-time miracle story like her, but it did for her. And she was in shock because if you know anyone or you yourself may deal with chronic pain, it's something that you don't learn to live with, you just learn to cope with it. And then it's almost at a point where when you do get relief, you don't actually believe it. So that's kind of what is happening for us on a daily basis, that either we're being sent stories or we're hearing stories about things that people are experiencing in their life, and they're noticing a dramatic experience, whether it's first try, weeks, months, even to a year down the road of using these devices. And so, combination with that and a compensation plan in network marketing that takes all of the pressure away. I think that's the most important thing to understand about this compensation plan compared to all of the network marketing ones, is that they take away all of the pressure and the BS of network marketing that makes you feel like if you're not constantly plugged in, you're going to lose your income. And I think the last thing that we want to emphasize that I think is important, because obviously, are you guys already enrolled or you haven't enrolled yet?
Oh, I will not yet, but we're
Okay.
going to be in the process of doing that soon. But
Okay.
I don't know if I can interject really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what's the leadership like? Who are the owners? I didn't quite see those details online. Who are the owners? How is the corporate structure like?
So
Uh,
corporate, just imagine they're really not involved in the field. It's not like a traditional MLM where the only time you're really going to see corporate is if you attend a corporate event. They don't get involved in the marketing side. They don't get involved in the distribution side. They actually don't talk to distributors. And they made it a very defined line that corporate just doesn't mingle with the field. And here's the reason why. Because the owners, they're actually not network marketers. There's four owners. One makes himself very present. His name is Mr. Wong. He's the majority shareholder of the company. There is Jenny Ma. She is the CEO for Southeast Asia only. She runs Southeast Asia, and Mr. Wong runs the rest of the countries for Olylife. And then one is just a private investor, and the third one owns the R&D lab for Sweden. So these owners, they're just not typical MLMers. You're not going to see a profile about them. They don't make a big fuss about being edified. They actually don't want to be known, because at the end of the day, their number one focus is they want to produce a product, they want to ship the products, they want to pay people's commissions. And then what was the fourth thing?
Provide quality customer service.
There you go. That's all they like. Tuan and I met with them privately,
yeah,
and he just said those are our four things we're going to commit to, and everything else you guys figure it out. They'll do compliance, but other than that, they're just not going to be involved.
okay. Yeah, I understand that, and that's quite impressive. Can you go over the names again so we can?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know the other two owners' name. We're gonna have to grab it. We'll have
No,
we'll have
the
all.
names for our own
Yeah,
knowledge.
I don't know the other two owners' name. We just know it's Han Wong and Jenny Ma are the
Okay,
two.
Feng Wong and Jenny Wong. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will send
Jenny
you.
Ma is very, very public. She's very public.
Okay.
But Mr. Wong is not public at all. And then the other two, again, one is a money investor, so he's a silent partner. And then
Okay.
the fourth one, he owns the lab in Sweden, so he just does all the R&D and creation of products. So, we'll get the name of that gentleman. But that's pretty much the corporate structure. Tuan and I, we were a little nervous in the beginning because we're used to typically having an owner in the like in the front and a profile, and people be able to look them up. And to be honest, I think because of the years that we've been in this industry, by the time we flew to go meet Mr. Wong, our attitude was pretty simple. It was, we've been a part of companies where the name is very well known as an owner. Then we've been a part of companies where the owner doesn't know anything about network marketing. And both of them have horrible experiences. So one isn't better than the other. I think it came down to as long as the owner wasn't an idiot. I think that's what Tuan and I were looking for. When we went to go meet with Mr. Wong, our number one attitude was as long as he's not an idiot and he's going to keep his word. And so when we met and interviewed him, truly that's all we asked was, what's your goal with expansion? How are you guys going to scale? And do you plan on changing the compensation plan? And since then, it's been 13 months and they've kept every single word.
Oh, So what's Paul's role in the? Is it corporate or is it like a
No, he's in the
distributor?
field.
It's in the field. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's you guys as a sponsor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Paul, the only thing, Paul is connected to Brian. Brian is one of the master distributors, and Brian speaks to Mr. Wong.
Okay.
So yeah, the only like I said, Tuan and I, it was a little weird for us because we're not used to it. But at the end of the day, after 13 months, we actually really love it because we don't really have politics in the organization. Because you know, when an owner is involved, you know, they have their favorites, and then people get jealous, and then they're mad that they're not a part of corporate's inner circle. And actually, for the last 13 months, Tuan and I, we don't deal with any of the politics.
Good. I like that.
Very peaceful.
Yeah, it's very different. It's hard to explain. But the company has done very well. They've generated over 250, 300. We don't have the exact number. We won't know the exact number until we go to the corporate event in September. But it is north probably 300 plus people that's already earned either $1 million or several million dollars in the company. But uh, all of it's actually in Asia, so like Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Taiwan, Indonesia, Japan, China, yeah, Korea. So these markets, they dominated and they did very well. By the second year, the company did over $1 billion in revenue. So North America, that's Canada, United States.
Well, actually, every country outside of those
Yeah.
Asian countries are wide open.
Yeah, there's not a single uh seven-figure earner that's been generated from Olylife. In we're actually the first one. And but there's
Well,
actually there's multiple people, right, that's actually about to achieve that as well. So it's but along that process, it hasn't really been a headache. There's normal stuff like, for example, we just had a promotion. They rarely have promotions, maybe once every 15 months, very rare. But that promotion actually generated, just in our group alone, did over $11 million in sales for the month.
Wow.
$11 million in sales for the month. Now, what's crazy is because of that promotion, the company, they actually had enough inventory, but they did not anticipate the amount of growth that was going to happen towards the end of the month. So basically, they sold out all the warehouses globally. And so there's a little bit of a back order that's happening right now, but it should be catching up in probably, I would say, like maybe like a month, like people will
We're
catch up.
we're
Yeah.
we're back in the back order phase. So when we first launched North America in June of 2025, we were in back order for 7 months straight because we just kept selling out the warehouses. So we actually there is a notification in the back office for USA, but this is going to go towards everywhere. Is that it's going to take anywhere between 3 to 7 weeks for delivery of product, and we make sure we tell people upfront that, hey, before you enroll, are you okay with this delay? And the good news is because this company doesn't charge auto ships, it's not like you're going to wait and they're going to keep charging your credit card for a product or a service that you're not using at all. So
mhm.
we explained that upfront. That's how we built it for the first 7 months. We did $12 million in sales as a team because we were very upfront with everyone that we were in complete back order. It was taking up to 9 weeks sometimes for people to get their product. But they were all okay with it because we were very honest and transparent and disclosed it before we enrolled anyone.
Oh,
So
Well,
you guys just happened to be coming in at a time where, our team, I can't imagine what the company did if our team alone did 11 million in July.
that's
So we're a very fresh team. And so there's many different organizations in Olylife. And so I'm sure they were expecting a large sale, but they didn't expect it this big because the company never does promotions. And we're not just saying that because in the 13 months that we represented Olylife, they never did a promotion during that time. They gave away things because of the amount of delays in shipping. They did stuff like that. But to give away a $500 device that is an entry product, they never did it when we were involved in the beginning. And so this is Tuan and I's first time experiencing a promotion with Olylife, and it was insane. We were doing towards the end of the month over $1 million a day in sales.
Wow.
And that's a product. That's a product company. That's very hard to do in a product company.
Yeah. But you guys but you guys live in Canada, so basically the warehouse in Canada will be completely restocked late August. So
It won't be in as much back order as USA.
yeah.
Yeah.
So where's the warehouse in Canada located, if I may ask?
Toronto?
In Brampton, yeah, Brampton. Close to here, yeah.
Okay, it's in our backyard.
Yeah, Brampton, yeah.
Yeah. Which is great because we represent product for a very long time, and the most obnoxious thing for Canada is that typically it's crossing the border, and we have a lot of custom issues, and then you have to pay extra fees, or sometimes your product gets taken and then you have to reorder. It's a nightmare. But Olylife already put a warehouse into Canada so that it ships within Canada.
Amazing.
So, so when you are dealing with customer service, would that be the warehouse directly, like when it comes to your product delivery, or if there's any issues with the product?
When you enroll in the back office, it provides an email or even a WhatsApp number. So if you have any issues, they have different departments. So if you have a shipping issue, if you have comp plan issue or different things, so you can just email or even WhatsApp customer service.
And then also similar to Apple, Apple provides a 1-year warranty on all technology products. So Olylife is the same thing, is that you have a 1-year manufacturing warranty. So if there's any issues that is, really coming from the company, like a defect or something like that, then you can always reach out to support, like what Van said, and then there is an aftercare center that you can ship the device to, and then they're gonna go and they'll replace it for you, given that it's a manufacturing issue.
All right.
Okay, that's great. 1
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
That's really
So, but in terms in general, like since you guys have been in the field for 30 months, like
Yep.
what do you care about, like, and you guys are also using the product and the devices, like in terms of care and longevity of the, like, do you have any pull-up with the accessories? Sometimes it's not the main product, but sometimes when it comes to device, sometimes the accessories that give issues. So do you of complaints, like what are your complaints level like, or is it like really minimum when it comes to products defect or issues? Like
In any company there's going to be a level, but the amount of complaints is not a lot. The main issues that people don't pay attention to is the attachment on the P90 Plus. Because it's a screw on, they tend to yank it and they break it themselves. So that's not a common issue, but it can happen, especially to people that are just not mindful. Because it's like if you look at my device versus my husband, I break my device all the time because I drop it. My husband never drops his phone. So that's the difference between us, that I most likely will break stuff, but that was because it's my fault. So those are some of the things that people experience with the attachment, is that they're just not mindful and they just yank the cord out and they'll break it. And if you contact customer service, obviously if it's at your fault, you would have to pay to get a replacement. If it's a manufacturer error, then you would ship it back and they would determine what the problem is and either fix it or send you a brand new device. That's the common one. Do we have the occasional, like the charging isn't working, it's a manufacturer error, they ship it back, they get a brand new device. But yeah, it's for the amount of people that we have involved, we don't really get a whole lot of complaints. And if there are complaints, the company is actually very proactive about discovering what the problem is. Much like a car, when a car model comes out brand new and then it has all these glitches, then year 2 model, they take all of the complaints and they improve it. So they're actually currently doing that right now with the Shaken massager that it launched and started shipping December of last year. And through utilizing it from December till now, there has been minor glitches. And so the company's improving the shaken right now. That's why shaken is actually in back order.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
It's actually I mean, to be honest with you, this is our first time really really active in a technology company, and for how the company's handling it, combining with network marketing, they're pretty efficient. You know, we did expect that there was going to be what we call a failure rate, you know, when it comes to a technology product. You know, there could be, you know, 5% or 10% or something. It's usually a very normal. We research on ChatGPT, what is the failure rate for a technology company? You
Mine
know,
is really it's
yeah,
normally
yeah.
prices is always because you get some surprises there. So they are really doing their quality and
Oh
before.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the cool thing about Olylife is that they invest a lot of their resources into R&D.
And yeah.
Just to get you an idea, so they each, in order for them to ship to Canada, United States, Europe, several parts of Asia, they could easily just manufacture a device and just ship it. Call it an e-commerce style, just ship it, right? And in some ways, they can pass through a gray area, but they didn't want to do that. So what they did was they actually invested a lot of their financial resources in hiring a third party company, Intertech, and then they actually had Intertech basically uh, test all of the devices, ensuring that the quality is there, the safety is there, the efficacy is there. And if you research on Intertech, when you actually initiate a test in itself, you know, it's between like 10 to $50,000. And then you have to get a certificate per region. So if you go to Europe, you need a certification there. Like there's like a CE certificate. If you go to United States or Canada, it's like FCC
Yeah.
certifications. So there's
Complex.
all these different certifications that cost more money.
That's right.
So yeah, so on average, I'm sure that they spend at least, you know, the lower hundred, this is just my opinion, just researching, you know, the lower $100,000 to $200,000 just to actually get a device certified in all these different regions, you know? And then that's, and these certification proves that it's safe for us humans to use, which is
Use it.
great. So they invest a lot in the quality. And then we asked the company on the P90 Plus and the P90, when you put your feet on it and use it, how many hours can you use it? The use of it is around 40,000 hours. It's
Wow.
amazing.
Wow.
It's a long time. You have to really abuse it in order for it to break, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what we do as well, because I know you guys are, figuring out the enrollment. When possible, again, we didn't do it right away, but as we started earning commissions, we just bought a separate device for demonstration purposes. So we have our own device at home, and then we have a demonstration product that we leave in our car so that we allow the abuse to only happen to the demo product. So, and actually, we don't ever, again, whether you like to demonstrate P90 Plus, whatever, we don't demonstrate P90 Plus. We only demo P90 and we never sell P90. We actually never ever have sold a P90, only sell P90 Plus. It's the number one seller in our organization because it has more benefits to it. But the reason why we only demo a P90 is because we like to keep it really simple. We don't want to pull out the attachments because then they're going to be like, oh, okay, I need to learn how to do all this before I can present this product to people. And when you guys decide to get involved, what you're going to quickly learn is that the system that we put in place, if you guys want to preview it during your research, if you just go to ollynation.team.
I'm already, I saw that already.
Okay. Yeah. And if you click the getting started, yeah, that I told you, Marlo's a great sponsor. And if you just go through the getting started part, that's truly the system. And the reason why Tuan and I are very heavy on emphasizing that specific system is because people do not like network marketing as much as they used to. They don't enjoy the tactics and they don't love, constantly always being on calls, or even though we all love to work, people don't want to surround their whole life over work anymore. I think COVID, truly, I believe COVID actually put a lot of people into perspective and realize that their time is the only thing they can never get back. And they realize that, even though work was very important because we have to make money, I think during COVID, people realized that, I could lose my family and I don't want to spend my whole life never being around my family, right? So when you guys plug into the system, you'll come to see that this is what's causing the duplication is that we have an incredible product line. We have an amazing compensation plan, and we have a very easy, simplified way to help someone make $500 a month. And if you can just follow that, we have so many organizations that are exploding because of that. I mean, just in our organization alone in 13 months, there's 17 people that have earned out six figures to multiple six figures. There's three people, actually four either making six figures a month or multiple six figures a month. And that's all created within 13 months. So having that type of success, truly, I believe it's beyond leadership. It is because yeah, to have that type of to have that type of success in 13 months, it's because there's something greater than the leader. Because all of us as leaders all have our own flaws. We have our own weaknesses that bleed into the business. And so if it was dependent on the leader, I don't think we would have had that type of number. I truly believe the power of the product and the compensation plan and how they set it up really is the emphasis. And this is why we heavily make sure that everyone is familiar with that versus Tuan and I. I know Tuan always loves it, like, oh, don't focus on us because one day we might go crazy.
It's true.
Or disappear.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We might go crazy.
And if a business is completely dependent on a leader, your business would fall apart, right? Or one day, we slip up and maybe our character is no longer good. I don't know. We see everything in this industry, right? After 20 years. So we really wanted the team not to focus on a leader. We wanted the team to focus on a system.
And Kelvin, another thing that's really interesting is that the system we put a lot of energy in terms of developing a global system. So when you go on there, you'll notice that just on the training alone, it's in 10 different languages, speaking languages. So, you can build in all these different markets. And let's say you actually have a market you want to build into. If you can show that there's a demand for that market, then we would basically put financial resources to develop out the system in that specific language. So that's why Ollie Nation is a global team. So we have people speaking all languages, and there's no like I don't know if the right word is prejudice or there's no like if there because sometimes English has more benefit than some of that is like Spanish, or English sometimes has more benefit than this other language, right? There's more resources, there's more tools for them. But in Ollie Nation, we want to make sure that if there is a demand for that market and there's volume coming in, we make sure that we put resources into developing out the system in that native language. So that way we can grow, cross borders.
Yeah, how is in Africa?
There is a team.
Go ahead.
There is a team in Africa. I believe they're an M4.
Okay. So how is the logistics? Because we have a pretty a big team in Africa, in Nigeria. It's how is the logistics getting the product to Nigeria? How does that, or Africa or Nigeria?
They're getting it through. It could possibly take up to 8 weeks for them to receive it though. But they are getting it. They are getting it through.
Yeah. Okay.
So when we say 8 weeks, that's the worst, just so you guys know.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah. We always say the worst case, so that way if someone gets it in a month or 6 weeks, they'll be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Sometimes they get sooner, but yeah.
They are. We are aware that there is a team, not in our team. There is a team growing in Africa, and it's anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks that they're receiving products. But they're getting it through. The company ships in over 160 plus countries. Their attitude, corporate's attitude is if they can figure out a way to get in with logistics, they'll figure it out. Obviously, North Korea is a no, but other than that, they said any country, if they can get a logistics route through, they will figure out how to get the product there.
But there is a team in Lagos, and then in the surrounding smaller cities around it, there's a team that is growing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Lagos is the main of the
Abuja, yeah.
And Abuja. Know that, yeah. But it's exciting. The no auto ship. that is a
the requirement.
Yeah.
Totally. Because we've built a product-based business in the past, and we work, recruit
the team, like.
And over time, you just see the drop off, right?
Yeah.
You just when the auto should, keep coming, you got to pay, and the team just goes, they're gone, right? But with Olylife, that it eliminates those.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that here because if people are tired, they just rest. They're not canceling anything.
That's right.
And then whenever they're ready to come back, they just come back, but they don't have to activate anything. I mean, they might have to send a ticket to corporate because if you don't log into your account within a couple months, they lock it, but they don't get rid of it. You just have to send a ticket to support and say, "Can you unlock my account?" And that's it.
I mean, guys, to be honest with you, now that we've been in for over a year, we have people that they signed up, they built a small team, they took a break, life got in the way, and as late as, recently, they'll be like, "Hey, I'm back." And they don't feel guilty, they don't feel upset. They didn't get their credit card charged every single month. Their volume didn't flush. Everything is exactly where it was. If they needed an extra 10,000 in volume to hit the next rank, they just have to add that 10,000 volume in their group, and then they'll hit that next rank. The company doesn't flush any of those volume. It's a very, very relaxed build, but because it's relaxed, people feel more passionate to build the business because they don't feel like salespeople.
Mm-hmm. No pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure.
It really isn't no pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, I think you guys, obviously, you guys know what you're doing, your experience, and obviously you guys have worked with Marlo in the past. Really, it just comes down to whatever you guys decide to do whenever you're ready to activate. We've already built out the system. You simply just have to plug in. And then obviously, Marlo's a great sponsor. He's already kind of pushing you guys in the direction of the system. So for Tuan and I, we're truly excited if you guys decide to get involved. For sure, we do know that you guys will build something incredible, and we've heard stories after stories, including our own, that a lot of people didn't want to do network marketing anymore. They didn't, and especially within product, but they come to Olylife, and as much as they try to fight it, they just keep coming around because of the story. So I think that's really where it's going to start for you two, is when you get your product and you actually experience it, you'll understand why everybody has the Olylife high right now.
Okay.
It's like they want to stop, but they can't, because it's like every time they get somebody's feet on the device, more people are saying that it's changing their life.
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
what was listening to you guys was when you gave the 3 reasons why it is a home run, being the fact that it was straight table. So that's why I can't wait to see the product, because it came back. I think, what did you?
I had a good experience with the
I
iPhone.
there. I can see which I like. It never can.
I used it twice.
Look at it.
I just used it twice. Right?
Lady V, this one.
It was twice, right? I used it twice, and I saw improvements.
And I was like,
my eyesight.
You are not using your. You can see, like, even sometimes I have to take off his glasses when he's sleeping on the bed because he wants to check his phone. His glasses is still in his eyes, so he sleeps off with. Wow, okay. I'm like, are you sure? Again, I was like, are you sure? Maybe that's just a placebo effect, That's what I told him. But then
I felt
been hearing some testimonials from what he was showing me, and I was like, okay, so I want to see the product. I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
get my-
You'll love it.
What-
You'll love it. Once it's a device that once you use it once, you can tell there's a business. But if you use it like for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, you'll know that it's empowering for your health. You know, that's what happened for us. I would say not all every night, but I would say 98% of the nights before I go to bed, I use the device. Van, she's used the device almost pretty much every single night as well before we go to bed. And we use multiple devices. We can't get enough of it. It really has helped with our sleep. It's helped us like, with in terms of like my body, I have some wear and tear in my body, Everybody when you get older, you go through wear and tear. So I have wear and tear on my shoulder. I have pins and needles on my thumb. I couldn't get rid of the pins and needle for a while. I Van did treatment on me with the claw. It's an attachment on the P90 Plus. In a little bit past a month, my pain level went from an 8 out of 10 to a 2 out of 10. And then now I hardly can feel it. Like I'm almost fully recovered, So the product really, really works, and it is not possible when you go through the Telegram testimonial channel. It is almost not possible to fake this stuff. The amount of people that use the product, it is very, very empowering. So yes, you can make a lot of money here, but when you make money and then you actually can help people along the way, it's a no guilt business,
Yeah.
So you don't have to feel guilty
Guilty.
sharing this product.
Yeah.
It's true.
So we're definitely excited for you guys. We would love to spend a little bit more time. It's just we have to actually prepare for
Sure.
another call. But we definitely look forward to working together
No
because
problem.
you guys are truly such a happy couple.
Yeah.
Like we
Yes,
love
you
the
are.
energy.
Uh-huh.
And we know that you guys will do amazing things. And of course, being led by Marlo, he's amazing. He has a great team. And you guys have known each other for years. And so if there's anything we can do to help, please let us know. But it was such a pleasure meeting both of you guys, and we look forward to working together.
All right, it's a
you.
pleasure.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for coming.
Thank
Marlo.
you.
Amazing.
All right. Thank
Bye,
you.
All right,
everyone.
guys. Thank you so much to both of you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Marlo.
Okay. Bye. Let's talk, bro. Yeah. Okay. Bye.